Today, we're going to be talking about the new Kingstar KRUZR K180 Overland trailer. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We recently had the opportunity to catch up with our friends at Kingstar at the Cowboy Christmas in Las Vegas this past December. While there, they were debuting their new Overland trailer. So today, we're going to take you through that tour, checking out the outside, checking out the inside, and giving you all those key features of why you might want to take this on your next adventure with you. I'm going to be walking you through this trailer because this is the first time that it's been seen live at any event. And there's a lot of cool features. If you don't want the slide in or the flatbed truck camper, this is going to be the pull behind that you want to check out. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the exterior of it. All right, so starting on the outside, and this is going to be what's most different. Well, obviously it's not a slide-in truck camper, it's actually a tow behind. Kingstar made their own custom platform that they built this off of. So it looks like it's an aluminum frame. They have electronic lift at the front. The suspension is actually functioned by airbags. It's dual axle trailer. Comes in around 6,700 pounds. So actually relatively light. You can pull it with your half-ton pickup. As for the front, you can see beautiful aluminum or stainless steel. I'm actually not sure. Probably stainless steel if it's a high wear item, or aluminum. They have this front garage where you could put the spare tire, and then inside you actually have the air compressor and room for tools. So if you look in here, there's actually going to be an air compressor in here, and that air compressor is going to be able to run the air or pneumatic suspension. As I said, there's two axles. Each axle has its own independent suspension, and it's run on airbags. Very cool design, and something that apparently, from what I've been told, rides extremely smooth down the trail. So if this is your house or your camper, you're not going to be worried about things falling off the shelves with that air suspension. So let's go ahead and move around the side. So the next thing you're going to notice is there's this huge garage right here. Cool thing about it, there's multiple entries. So we have this door, which has a window, has their Kingstar signature cover right here if you want some privacy. And then it does have the latches we have on our truck camper, so this whole thing will raise up. And as I look inside, it looks like, yeah, there are some rams in there that's going to assist with raising this up. This garage has a ton of room in it. They currently have two Yamaha, what are these, TW200s inside here. Tons of room in the front still. And as a pre-production model, they're still tweaking it, but they're going to be raising this up a couple more inches so you can fit larger bikes in there. They're going to be making this a heated enclosure as well, which is really cool. And then there's going to be a pass-through from this garage that goes into the actual camper. So if you want to access any of your gear or equipment in here, or put the dogs or pets in there, it's going to be a great access point and a good heated space that can be used for a lot of different purposes. So I'm a big fan of this because we have a lot of gear, a lot of toys. This garage covers a lot of the needs that we would probably want for something like this. As for the rest of the exterior, the shell, you can see it follows the lines of their fastback camper. It's got the huge window on this side, all of the great double pane windows. It's got an LED light right here. This is some really nice long storage, and it looks like it's locked. We'll go check out the other side, but very long storage. You got the dual axles, propane tank access, and again, more storage down here. So all in all, very slick. Right now, this is in the Clover Mist color, I believe. I think they changed the names on it. Check out their website. But I'll be curious to see what other colors and options. From my understanding, knowing Kingstar, you could probably get all of the same colors that they have on their truck campers in this trailer as well. So let's go ahead and move around the back. And as we look at the back, it should look very familiar to what we're used to. So they actually have the Overland pack here, which houses their grill, houses their generator. But one of the things that we see is actually different is it doesn't have their rack rail system. So they do have a new system on this. It does look at everything is tied into their bumper and then the structural frame. As I said, the chassis that everything's mounted on right now is completely custom. So the cool thing about this is the bottom of the chassis is flat underneath. Nothing's gonna be hanging down there to drag and get ripped off. You're not worried about your black tank. You're not worried about your gray tank dumps. They're all going to be super clean down there. There's also these nice little rub rails on the side, which I'll show too. As for, you know, the other options, this one has the awning on it, you know, it has their doors. The look and feel of the camper and all the options that you're going to be able to get in this should be the same thing in this trailer that you can get in any of their truck camper models. So if you go to their website, you build out and spec your trailer, there's going to be an option where you say, do you want a flatbed version, do you want a slide-in version, or do you want the pull behind trailer? And you should be able to get all of the options that you want to find within this build. So you see we have a rear back step on this side. You got your power, shore power in right now. Again, all the things that we know and love with the Kingstar brand. We'll look at the storage on this side as well. No, I think they locked them up on us. There we go. Okay, well, at least we have the storage here. So you can see we're getting about arms like the storage in here, extremely long, and this is on both sides. They are, as I said, in a pre-production model right now. This one's going to be going and touring all the shows, but they are making improvements. They're going to add a lot of water. They say they're going to try to get up to 100 gallons of fresh water. I think this has about 40 gallons of gray tank. They're going to be doing a 4-season option, so everything's heated. And really just keep it clean and efficient for everything that they're going to be doing. So this is a cool product. We'll briefly show you the inside, but if you've seen some of our previous videos, it's going to look very familiar to you. They do have some of their new finishes in it, so we'll showcase that, and then you know, let you guys get on with your day. All right, so stepping in, should look very familiar. We got the traditional dry bath, slide out bath. They're going to have a lot of different variants on this. There's going to be a CA60-ish model where it's a long bed. This is your traditional 8-foot. So this is going to be just like our truck camper. They put a little bit more cabinetry in here. So the closet that was open hanging in ours now has a door available, which is really cool. You know, we have the nice clean countertops, their kitchen workspace. We love this workspace and use it all the time. They actually have some really cool leather hand-bound Bibles. I'm a big fan of that, so very kudos to them. All the electronic packages and all the different floor plans are going to be available. So this looks like it's just a lounger configuration. Your battery bays is going to be in here. We can take a look real quick. Yep, they got the 3 Battleborns. They do have battery systems that are getting into the 1200 amp hour range, I believe, maybe a little more. Again, check out their website. They have the queen size bed on here. Everything looks really clean, looks very homey. This is the coastal interior like ours, and it just feels like home. So I'm a huge fan of this. Check out their website, kingstar.net, and we'll let you guys get out of here, and we're gonna go check out more of the show. So thanks for being here. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll be happy to address anything that we can, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.